Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is John with Smart Home Mojo, and in this video, we're going to talk about scheduling and programming on the Nest Learning Thermostat. Now, there's a couple of different ways to program your Nest Learning Thermostat. You can do it on your app on your smartphone. You can also go right up to the Nest Learning Thermostat and program directly on the Nest Learning Thermostat. There's pros and cons to both methods, which we're going to cover in this video. Now, before we go any further, please take a quick second and subscribe to our channel so we can keep growing and bringing you additional videos on smart home technology. Also, give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Let us know how we're doing, and also leave comments. We love getting comments and replying to all of them as much as we can. Also, check out the description below. There's a lot of additional information that we've put down in there in the description for you. So, don't go anywhere, as there's lots to cover with scheduling and programming your Nest Learning Thermostat. I'll be right back. Okay, so here we are at the Nest Learning Thermostat, and let's show you how to set schedules and program temperatures on the Nest when you're physically right at the Nest Thermostat. One thing I want to mention first, though, is that now you'll see I have a heat and a cool here. So I'm going to push it in and go to the mode up here. And so there's a couple of modes that the Nest Thermostat comes with. It comes with heat, cool, or heat and cool. And so let me just kind of tell you the difference here. Obviously, heat is just all heat all the time. And so in the winter months, I have this on heat. There's no really need for me to cool in the winter months. And the same thing in the summertime, I have it on cool. I'm not heating at all. However, a couple of times during the year, the spring and the fall, I do have it on heat and cool, right? Because as it's getting into the summer or getting into the winter months, there are certain days where you want the heat, and sometimes you want air to come on. Obviously, when you have it on heat and cool, when you go and program temperatures, it's just going to program heat or it's going to program air. That's it. However, in this mode, in heat and cool, instead of having just one temperature in the middle, which is your target temp, you have two target temps. And so I have a heat set to 68 and the cool set to 78 at this one. So those are the two temperatures in the house where I have the temperature set to. So it's not going to get below 68 and it's not going to get above 78 from a heating and cooling perspective. Let me just show you. If you had just one of the modes on, if you didn't, let me just go back to cool. I'll go up to cool real quick. And you only have one target temperature. So the target temperature in the middle, and which is 78, and it's 77 in the house. And when you go back to the dual mode, you obviously have two there, right? It's not going to get any cooler in the house than 68 because the heat will come on, and it's not going to get any warmer in the house because I have it set at 78. So if the temperature went up to 80 in the house, it would kick in, or even 79, it'd kick it in and bring it back down to 78. And so this is very convenient, though, in a couple of times during the year where you have colder days and warmer days. So let's go and schedule. So I pushed it in, and I'm going to go all the way over here to schedule right here and push it in. And as soon as you click in the schedule, it's going to go to the current time and date. So it's Tuesday around 2:30 in the afternoon. And you'll see I have some temperatures here set, every day. In the same temperatures usually, 76. Or off a degree here, 76, 75, and then 68. So let me show you how easy it is to do it on here. Now, obviously, if you're going through the days, you have to go to each day and either edit or delete or add new ones every day. There's a really cool copy feature on the app on the smartphone, which makes it very convenient, but it's not too hard here. So if you wanted to go to the days, let's say I want to edit these at 4:30. So to edit them, you simply push in. And I don't want to remove it, but I'll show you remove in a second. Let's go to change. And so I hit change, and then what you do is you have to hit it again. So twisting the dial raises and lowers the temperature. So if I wanted to set it to 76 in the house, that's the cooling temperature, and then you push it in, and then it goes right to the second temperature, which is 68. And so once it's on the right temperature, I just hit it in again, and then it's done. Those are set. If I wanted to remove these two completely at 8 a.m. or 6:30 a.m. on a Tuesday, I push it in, and instead of change, I'm just going to go to remove, and it removes it completely. Okay, let's go to Wednesday real quick, and I'll show you how easy it is to add them. So I push it in, and I do new, and it automatically pops up the prior day's temperatures. So so those are the temperatures from the prior day. So it has them memorized, and so I'm going to push it in. And again, it brings me to the, what do you want the top temperature to be? The cooling temperature, 76, and the heating temperature is 68. And so I push that in, and those are set. So you can see how easy it is. I'm going to do another one here at noon on Thursday. Oh, right there. Push it in, do new, and then if I wanted to change it, I just tap it in again, lower it to 75, and let's say I wanted to make it 70, and to push it in again. So you're just selecting it by pushing it in. And it's really that easy. Say Friday at noon, set another one. And again, those were the temperatures that we just did last time. So if we're happy with it, we just push it in. Okay, and it goes, that's 75. If we want to edit it though, we go to the day, we do change, push it in again, and just make our adjustments. Once the cooling temperature is set, we push it in, and it drops me to the other one, and I select the desired temperature, and I push it in again, and that's set. So you can kind of see how easy it is. The only thing you have to do is that you'd have to go through each one of the days and do that same thing. Now, you saw how easy it was. It didn't really take a lot of time, but there's a little bit of a process in doing it on the thermostat if you didn't have the app on your smartphone. So now let's take a look and go over to the app on the smartphone and see what that experience is like. Okay guys, here we are on the smartphone, and I've got an iPhone here managing the app and the Nest thermostats on the smartphone. So let's go right into the app and show you how to set up and control temperatures on the app on the smartphone. So I've got two Nest thermostats here. We're going to go into the downstairs thermostat. And as soon as you come up here on the app, it gives you the exact same setting that I have on the Nest thermostat. So we talked about modes earlier, right? When we talked about modes, we said there was a heating mode, a cooling mode, and a heating and cooling mode. And so in the summer, I usually have it on cool only. In the winter, I usually have it on heat only. And in the springtime and fall, I sometimes have it on multiple heating and cooling. And right now, it's the springtime, so I'm using heating and cooling. So I'm just going to tap back on that. But that's how you would change the modes on the app on the smartphone. So to set schedules up here, it's the second one from the top here. And again, I have the smartphone flipped horizontally. If it was vertical in the right way, the icons would be down here on the bottom here of the phone, not on the right hand side. But here is the icon for setting schedules. So as soon as I bring the schedules up, you'll notice that I have blue and cool. So I have heating and cooling temperatures set on the days at different times. And so if it was just heating, you'd see just orange ones, and if it was cooling, you'll just see blue ones. But that's why you see the kind of dual circle there of the heating and cooling. So I'm going to show you a couple things here. We want to show you how to add, how to remove, how to copy temperatures from settings from one day to the next, and also how to edit these. And so what we'll do first is, let's go into Wednesday. Let's remove a couple. So in order to remove some, all you have to do is tap once on one, and it brings up the time and day. Down here in the bottom, you'll see add and remove button. So we want to hit remove and just tap it once, and then it goes away. And so there's nothing there right now. If we wanted to add, we could do add, and there's nothing else to remove. So let's go back out to the main menu and show you that in fact on Wednesday, it did in fact remove it. So let's remove another one on Saturday, this one down here. So in order to remove, we just tap it once, hit remove in the bottom right hand corner, and tap on it once, and it goes away. And so let's go back out to the main menu and see that now on Saturday and Wednesday, we've just deleted those two. So let's say we did it by mistake. Well, let's bring it back. So on Tuesday, it looks like we have the same time and temp setting there. So what we would do is we just put our finger anywhere in the white space on Tuesday, and you'll see some different directions come up, copy or clear day. Now we could clear that off Tuesday, or we could copy it to wherever we want on another day. So let's pick Wednesday. So let's just hold our finger down on Wednesday, and up pops this paste direction. So let's paste it. So let's try it one more time. Let's copy Wednesday, hold our finger down until the copy, paste, or clear day comes up. We copy, come down to the day we want to hold it. We hold our finger down on the day until that comes up. We lift it up and we hit paste, and we've now pasted. After we removed Wednesday and Saturday's settings, we've pasted Tuesday's settings down to Wednesday and then to Saturday. Now, you saw another option there. Let's go to Thursday, hold our finger down, and instead of copy, let's clear the day. So let's say we want to just clear the day and start a new one. So we hit clear once. It says, okay, do you want to clear or cancel? clear. So we just wiped away Thursday there. Now let's see what happens if we can copy Monday, which has 2 settings, down to Thursday. So again, we come up to Monday, we put our finger down, wait for the directions. So we're going to copy Monday's time down to Thursday. We put our finger on Thursday until the paste comes up, hit it, and then it copied both those down to that. Now, when you do copy one day to the next, it will override it. So if you copied Monday's, which has 2 settings, to Tuesday, it won't leave that one in the middle. It'll copy over and put everything that was on Monday in place on Tuesday. So let's take a look and see if it overrides it. So Monday, we're going to copy down to Tuesday, which has 2 settings, paste, and see it copied over it. So it removed the one in the middle. And so what you're doing, you're essentially copying everything from one day to the next day, but you're erasing what was on that day that you're copying to, if that makes sense. So let's go ahead and add one. So let's add one on Wednesday around the same time these other ones show up at 8 a.m. You've got your times down in the bottom here, and then the days of the week over on the side. So we're going to go ahead and to add, you just click anywhere in the day on the white space, and instead of removing, there's an add button down here, and it brings up the grid. So what you first do is tap along anywhere along the timeline here. So at 8 a.m., we're going to tap it once, and it actually puts it in at 7:45. It's kind of hard to get exactly where you want to do it, but I'll show you how to change and edit that. So in order to change the time, essentially what you do is you put your finger on it. To edit it, you put your finger on it, and then you move it. And as you move it, the time changes. So here I am at 9:15. I go back, and there I'm at 8 a.m. So now that's at 8 a.m. Now if I wanted to change the actual temperatures, I just pick a dot, whether it's the blue dot or the orange dot, hold it, and then move it up and down instead of right to left. So right to left or left to right is the time change. Up and down are the temperature changes. So if I put my finger on 63, the temperature, I can raise it or lower it. And so I usually keep it at 68. And then on the blue one, we do the same thing. We put our finger on the blue, and then we can lower it or raise it, leave it at 75. And so in order to go out, we just tap back out, and there we are. We just added that one on Wednesday there. And so it's pretty easy to add. It's pretty easy to delete and remove or clear a day, and it's very easy to use the function of copying and pasting from one day to the next day. So those are the 4 main features you would use using the app on the iPhone around adding, editing, removing, and copying temperatures and settings on the Nest Thermostat using your smartphone. Okay, well that wraps up the video today on scheduling and programming your Nest Learning Thermostat. So as we covered, there's a couple of ways to do it, either on the app on your smartphone or directly on the Nest Learning Thermostat. And you're really going to have to figure out a mix between the two. Sometimes it might be more convenient and easy to do it on the app if you're away from the house, but also if you're in the house, it might be easier if you're going by it just to program a quick change right on the Nest Learning Thermostat itself. Again, please take a quick second and subscribe to our channel right now so we can keep adding videos about smart home technology and growing our channel. Also, please give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and please leave us any comments below. We love getting comments and replying to as many as we can. That's it, folks. This is John with Smart Home Mojo. Thanks for watching the video today.